Hey, Jason, welcome to DevOps Driving.
Thanks a lot. Good to see you out here.
So we're here in Vegas at the Enterprise Tech Leadership Summit, and what do you think about the conference so far?
It's been good so far. It's well attended. There's a lot of good people that we've been able to have some conversations with varying backgrounds. But I think that there's been a good interaction and engagement at the booth. A lot of people stopping by, asking good questions. So, it can be hit or miss at conference sometimes, but it feels like so far it's been a pretty good hit for us.
Well, you spoke at this conference. What did you talk about?
So what we talked about was leveraging AI-driven testing and AI-enhanced testing to really start trying to remove a lot of testing bottlenecks while still having an emphasis and a focus on quality. Because really what we're seeing is, AI is being utilized a lot more, and AI-augmented tools are being utilized a lot more in the development side of things. And development and releases already happen very, very fast. Mm-hmm. And the testing is responsible for a lot of different applications, a lot of different testing that needs to be done, and it's very, very complex. So we need to make sure that we're kind of getting ahead of the curve, and we're starting to leverage AI in testing to sort of remain in tandem with what's going on the development side of the house as well. So that was sort of the focus of what we talked about and where we see AI being used effectively today, from the machine learning side all the way through generative AI up to what's coming up in the autonomous side of things as well.
So everybody's talking about AI and the use of it in whatever product they're talking about. What do you think is the most innovative use of AI, especially concerning DevOps and tools around that?
Well, you know what? I kind of don't want to answer that with a specific capability focus. The way I kind of like to look at it is like, people get scared about new technology, new advancements a lot, especially with something like AI, where it feels like a lot of what people are talking about is, that's my job at this company, right? So it makes them feel like the technology or the capabilities are displacing what they're doing, but that's kind of been the case for every evolution in tech, right? Sure. So it's about evolving and kind of building in that skills gap. And really the way that I think it's been most able to kind of help organizations is with being able to help more folks, more resources on the team, be able to contribute to quality and to testing in more meaningful ways. And now these users that maybe were less technically proficient than subject matter experts are able to accomplish more complex tasks than they've ever been able to do in the past, and they're able to do it faster. So it's actually sort of giving more value to what they're doing and what they're able to accomplish using AI. So it's kind of a general answer, but that's kind of the way I like to look at it from a people perspective and what people are actually able to do with it.
So you think with AI, we now have the capability to continue to shorten that testing cycle, get faster to code production, right? To push it out.
Yeah, it's like it's the next evolution of things, right? And it is enabling things to move faster. And it's not just about moving faster; it's about ensuring quality throughout that process too, right? Because faster doesn't mean anything if stuff's falling apart on the other side of the production line, right?
That's right.
And this is really sort of enabling folks to start doing that. And I think we're really just sort of at the precipice of what that's actually going to look like. But we're starting to see it make its way in sort of really tangible ways with a lot of the folks that we're working with, and with a lot of the technology that folks are starting to get their hands on, and really sort of start implementing effective AI frameworks, right? Similar to when test automation started occurring. You needed to build sort of these good, effective frameworks around it that are really scalable. Because otherwise things can kind of get a little bit disjointed. Things are done differently over here versus over there. So I think people are in a lot of that strategy development phase and figuring out where and how to best apply that in their processes and what they need to do and where it's going to give them the most bang for the buck. Because also, like test automation, just because test automation came out doesn't mean that manual testing goes away, right?
Sure.
So things still kind of exist together in certain use cases, and I think that's a lot of what people are trying to balance and figure out right now.
I completely agree.
You don't have to figure this stuff out on your own. There are technology providers, there are subject matter experts in the space. You can rely on them and lean on them to help drive and shape what that needs to look like, and leverage the sort of the investments that they're making in figuring this stuff out, and then leverage what other people are doing, leverage what's working, what you're seeing working from a technology standpoint, from a process standpoint, from an adoption standpoint, and just make sure that you're paying attention and you're building it into your strategies, though. Don't let it just pass you by.